Welcome Japanese woodblock print collectors and enthusiasts. Today I'm going to unbox 12 prints that I purchased in a Japanese auction. It's always exciting for me because I don't know what condition the prints will really be in. It's quite different seeing a few pictures of these prints online versus holding the original print. Let's get this open and see what we have. Oh, it's looking cool already. I'll do a fast forward through this so we can get to examining each print. And first up, here's a print by Yoshitoshi from a series of woodblock print inserts for the postal newspaper. These prints depicted interesting and sensational news. The title is very literal. It's called "Badger Protects Its Cubs from Attack by a Dog." In this print, we see a pair of badgers protecting their cubs. In Japanese mythology, badgers are shapeshifters known as mujina. Don't confuse tanuki or raccoon dogs with badgers. I'm sure the dog will be the loser in this battle, and the people should steer clear too. Here's a much more tranquil print by Hiroshige II from the series 100 Famous Views in the Various Provinces. It's number 59 in the series. It's a view of Hirose Unshu province. This series dates from the middle of Hiroshige II's career when he was in his mid-30s. At that point, he had just started using the name Hiroshige since the original Hiroshige had just died. The series title is in the tall rectangular cartouche in the top right corner, and the title of each individual print is in this festive-looking square cartouche to its left. This was one of his best landscape series. And this print is beautiful. It's by Yoshitoshi from his 1877 series, A Collection of Desires. It consists of images of beautiful women who are wishing for something. In this case, the title is "I Want to Be Massaged." We have this woman leaning over wishing she could have a massage. It dates from the middle of Yoshitoshi's career when he was about 38. I know that this print is from the first edition because of the red, white, and green shading in this title cartouche. The later editions were gray here. I love the colors, the greens punctuated by the solid reds that make your eye move around the scene. It looks like she's emptied all of her personal stuff from her kimono and she's waiting for that massage. This series is very popular, and this is a really nice quality print. We can see this one has a thick backing already, but what's on the other side? It's a print from that series I'm trying to collect by Kunichika, called Mirror of Demonic People, Good and Evil. I believe the person is Norizen Ono, and I don't know anything about him yet. But you can see why I'm attracted to the series: the strong, simple color palette, the bold crests on his kimono, and that crazy cross-eyed stare. Here's another print from that same series. This print is of Nakamura Shikan IV as Kaji no Chobe. He was the chief of the Otokodate of Edo, and he was said to be a good and generous man. He built a house in Asakusa and lived there with his apprentices, whom he farmed out as spearsmen and footmen. Check out the dynamic curves of this piece and his sword being wrapped by this chain that his enemy is using. Such a cool series. Let's see what's next. More swordplay, but this time it's a print by Ando Hiroshige. It shows Tsukenari and Tokimune fighting in the rain from his 1845 series, the illustrated tale of the Soga brothers, or the Soga Monogatari Zue. Hiroshige illustrated many of the old tales of Japan. I love the fighting scene taking place under this heavy rain. Could you imagine witnessing this in real life? The story is written in the rain cloud above. This is another print by Yoshitoshi. It looks very faded. Just kidding, that's the back. This is from the series Kinsei Jinbutsushi, or Personalities of Recent Times. The series features illustrations of a wide variety of personalities from contemporary and historical times. And these portraits are considered exceptional in execution relative to other newspaper prints. These prints were inserted into certain issues of the Yamato newspaper. The actor depicted in this print is Bando Hikozaburo V, but I don't know what part he's playing. It could be the famous pirate chief Kezori Kuemon. If anyone out there knows, please tell me. This was one of the more expensive prints from this batch, and you can see why. It's in fantastic condition. And coming up next, oh my gosh, this print is in fantastic condition too. It's hard to imagine that it's 170 years old. It's by Utagawa Kunisada, also known as Toyokuni III. It's Fujikawa Station with actor Bando Shuka I as Mironosuke from the 1852 series 53 Stations of the Tokaido. Check out the intricate detail in his kimono and the background. And here we see his bow. Why does he have a bow? Because he was famous for hunting and killing a magical nine-tailed fox. The body of the fox became the Sessho Seki, or killing stone, which kills anyone that comes in contact with it. This next print is very thin. It's by Hiroshige. It's the retreat at Yamashina from the series The Storehouse of Loyal Retainers, also known as the Chushingura, also known as the 47 Samurai. This is Act number 9. It's set in the depths of winter. In the house, we see two women who are planning to commit suicide. There's lots of drama around suicide in Japanese stories. But just then, this man, Honzo, arrives disguised as a wandering priest. To atone for his sins, he kills himself, and before dying gives the woman the plan of Morono's mansion in Edo. Morono was the villain of the story. What a great image, the Ronin playing his flute, this peaceful snow-covered garden separating the two women inside the house. This is another print by Kunichika from the series Mirror of Demonic People, Good and Evil. This print shows Tsunade, wife of Ebara, holding the head of Ichiwa Kamaru. He sacrificed himself to save Kinsato, the secret son of the shogun. She has the blackened teeth of a married woman and 2 rosaries on her right wrist. This is from a legendary story that was turned into a kabuki play, one of the more gory prints in this series. And last but not least is a beautiful print by Kunichika from his 1879 series, The Mirror of Flowering Humanity. I'm always surprised to see how affordable these prints are. All the ones I've purchased have been in really nice condition, and the inks are so vibrant. Just look at the blue background and the colorful details in the kimono. This series chronicles the influence of Western sensibility on traditional Japanese manners. Commentaries on modern manners are included in the large square cartouche. Many of these prints will end up for sale on our website. I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing, and happy collecting!